for years we've been living here and you never heard the word immigrant. All of a sudden the last 3 years, you know, we focus on immigrants and what the fuck's going on. I must have taken 90 fucking Ubers in New York the last 19 days. You got to figure 4 Ubers a day. I took so many Ubers, I made platinum level.
Damn.
That's how many fucking Ubers I took in New York. But I tell you what, that was probably the best part of my trip, were the Ubers. Because I got to ride, you know how many white Uber drivers picked me up?
3?
0.
The whole time?
The whole time.
Damn.
The whole time. It was fucking third world nations, a couple Hindus, and fucking Spanish people. A couple Chinese people. The most inspiring was a girl that picked me up in the heart of Brooklyn at 2 in the fucking morning. A Hindu girl. She had been in this country for 1 year. You ready for this? 1 year. And she spoke like she had been here for 10 fucking years. She said it was important to her to learn English so she'd get the most out of her stay here so she could become an American. That fucking cracked me. Like, that cracked me. She said she was working at an Indian restaurant. She was getting $8 an hour, and she got sick and tired of having a boss. So she does Uber from 12 to 9, 6 nights a week, and she tripled her fucking income. And she says she works nights because there's no traffic. It's better for her. A fucking woman telling me this shit. I'm like, I know guys who are scared to drive Uber at fucking night. Here's this little 110-pound little Indian girl. You know, I was so fucking blown away from her. I got picked up by fucking Arabs that was so interesting to speak to about why they were Ubering. Like, it's people who one day said, fuck it. If I'm going to get fucked in the ass, I'm going to control my own destiny. And they make a schedule, and they stick to it. And, I mean, this guy was, you know, these guys were telling me a little. Every time I get in, I'd ask them how long they've been driving, why they're driving, and how they liked it. Not one of them said they hated it. They picked their own hours. They were their own bosses. I mean, I remember the fucking day I realized you could do that. I was probably, it was before I got locked up. I had this boss named Wayne Means that used to always say, I never want to live in a world where I have to have a ceiling over my income. Like, I don't want to be stuck at a certain fucking income. I want every week to be an adventure. Yeah, there's 52 weeks. You're not going to make $6,000 every fucking week. But even if you make 800, it's better than having your own boss. I looked at all these people that were immigrants that figured out the real fucking American way. And I thought about all the fucking stiffs I'm around out here, to the fucking bumpies that are waiting for a fucking handout, or they just, you know, and it inspired me. It inspired me. The other day I was talking to Deborah fucking Hupster. She's fucking Ubering. That bitch don't stop. You know, you can't stop Deborah fucking Hupster. You got to shoot her with a fucking bazooka. You're not going to stop her, you know. So these are the people that keep me fucking going. When I spoke to all, and look, I goof around and all this shit, but hey, man, the truth is the fucking truth. These people blew me. That was the best part of being in New York with Uber the whole 19 days. The people that I spoke to, Chinese, I spoke to this old Chinese guy that was a fucking engineer, and he retired, but he fucking wanted to.
Did you take any cabs?
Not one.
Not one cab, wow.
Not one cab. I Ubered fucking everywhere. I just thought it was easier. It was no drama. And I figured out that, believe it or not, you save money with Uber. You save a lot of fucking money with Uber, man. I was seeing what I was spending on cars and shit. It's ridiculous. It is fucking ridiculous. You know, I have a friend that has a car service, and I would call him up. Listen, to go to the airport, I could get there myself. After you take a 6-hour flight, you really don't want no fucking stories.
Right.
After I'm on a 6-hour fucking flight, I don't want to walk the terminal fucking 6 upstairs with 3 bags of fucking luggage when my legs are all dead and Ubering for the Uber to say 20 minutes. And then you're out there, I'm in Terminal E. You're in where are you? F. I put it down in the fucking thing. And you said okay. I put down F. Terminal F. And you said okay. And now you're calling me from fucking E. Take a run. Take a run. I did it to the guy at LAX the other night. Take a fucking lap around. I don't give a fuck at this point. I'm not carrying 3 fucking bags, one that weighs fucking 1,000 pounds, to Terminal fucking E. You know, but besides that, I had no complaints. I love Uber. I fucking love them. I know that at the end of the week, I saw when I took a cab from LAX to my house, I saw what I was spending.
Yeah.
And I saw that they had become a little bit of these scumbags. Like the one day I wasn't paying attention, and the guy took me home on the 105. Next thing you know, I was downtown LA. Why am I downtown LA?
Yeah, it's that time.
Because there's traffic. No, there's not. It's 9:15 in the fucking morning. Your tip is done. Like I had to tell him, your tip is gone. I hope you enjoy the fucking $8 you tried to rob from me. Because I usually throw you a fucking 20 spot. Now you get nothing for being a fucking dirty sneak. You know, now I learned all about Uber and the surcharges. You can't fuck around with Uber in certain times in New York. They will rape you.
Oh yeah.
They will fucking shove it up your ass, and well deserved. Listen, it's economics. It's shortage of whatever. It rains in New York. That surcharge goes up $40.
Oh yeah.
There was a couple nights I landed at the fucking ferry, and I would go to Dangerfields, and it would say $50 at 8:40. So I would sit there and make phone calls till 9:05, and it would go down to $31 after 9.
Oh yeah. Whenever it's busy,
they just raise.
But at least like with them, I always feel like it's that at least they're up front. That's the thing that gets on my nerves too. It's when you feel like people are trying to get something over on you.
Well, that's what happened the last time I took a cab, and I always supported cabs because I've been taking them for years. But after I got robbed this last time, I said fuck it, and I looked at what I paid. You know, like there's Uber X and there's Uber XL. When I have luggage, I get Uber XL. If I got to go from 3rd Avenue to 8th Avenue in 20 blocks, it's Uber X. I don't need no fucking, I'm not going to take a train. I took one fucking train to Brooklyn. I thought I was going to have a heart attack.
Why?
I thought I was going to have a heart attack, guys. I just, listen.
You don't like being underground?
No, I don't have any problem with that shit. I'm from the underground. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the original underground. I took more trains than Johnny fucking Trains. But you're not used to it no more. The train, every time I get on this train, you fear for your life. For those fucking 18 minutes on that train ride to Brooklyn, I actually feared for my life, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to lie to you. I actually felt around in my pocket. I had no keys. I could stab somebody with a hotel key. For the first time, I didn't have fucking a key in my pocket. I'm like, how am I going to fight one of these attackers? I got no mace. All I got's a right kick to the stomach. And if that don't work, I'm done. I'll have a heart attack from anxiety if somebody attacks me. I went up there at 11:30 in the morning, and I felt unsafe. First of all, nobody will give you directions.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
New Yorkers just will not give you directions. That little information box, they've lowered the volume
Oh no.
to fuck with you. Like, excuse me, I got to get off on 65th Street in Brooklyn. The guy talked like he had a fucking something up his ass, and he like whispering to me like it was like I was in the fucking mafia or something like this. I go, can you speak up first? Now, I was petrified. So before you ever take information from somebody and you don't trust them?
Yeah.
You know how many times I gave out fake information in my life? People come up to me, where's Canipsey Street? And I'd send them to fucking Delaware. You know what I'm saying? These people in these boxes, I did not trust for 1 minute. They were looking me up and down, I felt that they were sending me on a train so I'd get robbed or something. So I only took a train one day. I got a call from the movie people, and they go, listen, it's an easy train ride. And I go, you know what? What's a fucking train ride to Uncle Joey, right? It was like a 6-block walk. I didn't mind that. That I didn't mind. But once I went downstairs, it's a complete different fucking world. You ever see the original Planet of the Apes? There's a movie called Beneath the Planet of the Apes that came out in 1971 or 72. They all lived under the trains. There was something to do under the fucking trains where the people ripped their skins off their faces.
Oh my God.
And they were Martians or they were fucking whatever. And it was them against the apes. Let me tell you something. I felt like one of these people were about to rip their face off they were the fucking weirdest looking people in the world. People looking for money. Some guy thrown on the fucking floor. You could smell piss. By the time you're there, you see 1,000 fucking rats on the train track, and you think there's something wrong with your eyes. You're looking at a post, and you could see things moving. It's like, did I do a fucking edible at 10:30 in the morning? No, I didn't. And then you realize, shit, that's right. Those are rats down there. Let me stay a little bit away from the fucking thing.
Jesus.
So I get on the fucking train, and right away on the train, there's a guy, excuse me, I got AIDS, I got an ingrown toenail, I got back acne. There was another guy playing a fucking organ. I feared everybody on the train looked angry. I could hear some guy coughing with bronchitis. I could feel the bronchitis creeping in on my thing. I had to get off, walk a little bit, and then get on another train. And what I did was I called a friend of mine that was in his office, and I made him look up, he takes trains, but he takes other different type of trains, like in Manhattan. And I called him up, and he carved it out for me, and thank God I got to the location. When I walked above and I saw Brooklyn, I said, I'm never taking a train again. Like, my daughter wants to go on a train. I don't know no more. Like, I don't know. That was just fucking crazy on that fucking train. And LA ain't no better. They stabbed somebody yesterday at the Echo Park station.
Did they really?
Yeah, it was on the news. Somebody was saying it yesterday. When I came back, I went over to Subconscious because it was Saturday. I had to go to swim class with the baby, and I figured they had to take a shower and shit, so I figured, let me take a fucking drive and see what's cracking in the neighborhood, so I went by Subconscious. And I was telling them, I got on a train for the adventure, and it was the adventure of death. Like, I was fucking scared when I got off. And I don't have to lie to you people. I tell you how the fuck it is. When I came above that ground, I was like, woof. I fucking made it without getting raped. I mean, because that's what I felt like. Like they were going to surround me and fucking rape me on that fucking train.
Jesus.
But that was it for the fucking trains. If it's 2 PM and you ain't high, go fuck yourself. Get out of my face. I want you around me like I want cancer in my ball sack. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna come around here looking at me with your fucking wide eyes, thinking that I'm gonna reform. Go fuck yourself. My morning starts at 5:30 a.m. Either you're there or you're square. You know what I'm saying?